Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to talk about the recent trend in UK productivity, particularly focusing on how London, traditionally the engine of the UK economy, has become a drag on productivity growth. Between 2019 and 2022, London was the main factor pulling down UK productivity growth. According to the Office for National Statistics, output per hour worked fell by 2.7% in London during this period. In contrast, productivity across the UK as a whole increased by 2.5%. This decline in London's productivity has reduced its efficiency advantage over the rest of the country to the lowest level on record. To put this into perspective, London's productivity is now only 26.2% higher than the UK average. This is the smallest lead since comparable records began in 1998 and significantly lower than the 2007 peak, where London was nearly 40% more productive than the rest of the country. This shift highlights the substantial impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on London's economy, as well as more even distribution of productivity growth across UK. Paul Sweeney of the Centre for Cities think tank notes that it is unlikely that the next government will be able to improve living standards in the UK without revitalizing London's productivity. Historically, London has been a significant contributor to both the strong national growth before 2008 and the subsequent stagnation known as Britain's productivity puzzle. It's important to note that London is not just the UK's largest and richest regional economy, it is also a key source of public finance revenues. In the fiscal year leading up to May 2023, Londoners pay £5,000 more in tax than they received in public spending. In contrast, the average Briton received £1,894 more than they contributed to the public coffers. However, recent GDP data revisions have shown that London's economy has underperformed the national average since 2019. This is contrary to earlier estimates which had indicated higher growth in the capital. The revised data highlights that London contracted more than the rest of the country during the pandemic, underscoring the severe impact of COVID-19 restrictions on economic activity and international travel. Bart van Ack, Managing Director at the UK-based Productivity Institute, expressed concern over London's performance, emphasizing the need to closely monitor this trend to maintain international competitiveness. On the flip side, he suggested that the narrowing productivity gap between London and other regions might indicate a shift away from the UK's traditional reliance on London and the South East as a primary economic engines. For instance, labor productivity has risen significantly in other regions. Since 2019, the Northwest saw a 7.9% increase in productivity and the Southeast experienced a 5.5% rise. The Northwest productivity was only 6.8% below the UK average in 2022, a notable improvement from an 11.3% shortfall in 2019. These figures are derived from the ONS Labour Force Survey, which has experienced greater volatility since the pandemic due to a lower response rate. Despite these challenges, the data provides valuable insights into the changing landscape of UK productivity. In conclusion, while London's reduced productivity growth is a cause for concern, the more balanced distribution of productivity gains across the UK may signal a positive shift towards a more diversified and resilient national economy. Addressing the productivity challenges in London while continuing to support growth in other regions will be crucial for the UK's economic future. Thank you for listening.